Morning, Home Choir. Hope you're all very well, and greetings from a very blustery Bristol. Got quite an agricultural show this morning, folk music. We've got the fox. I appreciate I look like I should be chasing/hunting the fox rather than singing the role of the fox, but I can do double duty here. We've also got All Around My Hat. We've got Eyes That Buy, a fabulous song from Newfoundland. We've got Over the Hills and Far Away, and To Be a Farmer's Boy. We've also got our freshly tuned cantaloupe. I love the sound of cantaloupe in the morning. Hope everyone out there is having a good day and you had a good weekend. Got a great week ahead. So let's check everything's working. The sound seems to be working fine. Is the piano working? Rather jolly little tune, The Fox. I had to warn those of you of a vegetarian persuasion. Good things happen to the fox. Less good things happen to the ducks and geese. More on that in a minute. But lovely to see all of you. As I say, hope you're all keeping very well. If you're new, my name's Ben. This isn't actually the start of the show. That's in a couple of minutes, and you can jump straight to the beginning of our sing-song by just clicking show more down there and unpacking the timestamps, which I'll put in there as soon as we've finished streaming. But if you are here live, welcome. Make yourselves at home. Consider hitting the subscribe button. Hello to all of you watching in the live chat. Let me see, who have we got with us this fine morning? Hello Alan, hello Alison, hello Liz, hello Glennis, hello Jackie, hello Jane, hello Jean, hello Jill, hello to everyone watching live. Hello to Helene and Bill and Val, and to everyone watching later. So we've got a great show. As I say, make sure you've got your drink of water, stay hydrated, and let's get going, shall we? Let's have Home Choir. Let's have Home Choir in the key of F, which is a nice, broad, warm key. So if we could all sing either an F, an A, or a C, but use the word Home Choir, that would be wonderful. Nice deep breath, and beautifully sung, everyone, and a very, very good morning. Welcome to Home Choir, and it's our Folk Monday show. We've got some of our absolute favourites of all time, and a brand new song today, a rather jaunty number called The Fox. So we'll start the minute with All Around My Hat, and then we'll have Eyes That Buy, That Builds the Boat, a song from Newfoundland, which we know very well. The new song, as I say, is The Fox. We'll then sing To Be a Farmer's Boy before we head over the hills and far away. Now, here on Home Choir, you know, we do far more than just folk music. This coming Wednesday, we've got a fabulous piece, the beginning of a much longer piece, which we'll learn in little bits and pieces over the coming month or so. We're going to learn the first chorus from Henry Purcell's Welcome to All the Pleasures. This is a piece that he wrote for St. Cecilia's Day, not to be confused with his ode for St. Cecilia's Day. I'll explain more on Wednesday. It's a great piece. Lots and lots of fun. Not the easiest piece we've ever learned, but a good challenge for everyone. So join me on Wednesday for that teaching session. And then on Fun Friday, well, you know, you've got to have the shutter shades out. We're going to sing the best of the 80s. So we're going to have some songs like Take On Me by a-ha. We're going to have Choir of Woes, an 80s style song which we wrote here on the channel, and more besides. So join me on Fun Friday. Now, of course, next week, as many of you will know, I will be in Vienna. I'm conducting Choir of the Earth, but there will be no interruption at all, to your Home Choir broadcasts. So you'll have your regular Sing Sunday, you'll have a Wednesday and Friday sessions, and the Sunday in particular is a Purcell-themed Sing with all the scores on screen. So in order to look out for that, watch out for the newsletter. But in the meantime, if you want to support Home Choir, as we are 100% funded and supported by you, the community, well, you can go along, just buy us a coffee. Whatever you can spare all goes back into making these shows for all of you, and huge thanks for everyone who supports. And of course, that new email newsletter I mentioned goes out once a week with all the links, scores, extra content. There's more extra content coming that you'll only get if you're signed up for the newsletter. So don't miss a minute of your Home Choir and go along and sign up. And if you tell us when your birthday is, as these people have done, well, we'll sing you happy birthday. And so in a minute, we'll sing for Ruth, for Peter, for Carol, for Astrid, for Barbara, for Robin, and for Jill, all of whom celebrating their birthdays today and tomorrow. But for now, let's get ourselves warmed up. And I think you can see the jumper is out, the sweater, because it is getting chillier. It's getting blustery. There's a storm blowing past outside. Perfect day to be out on the fields singing away. So let's take a nice deep breath in and out, and again in, and blow the air away from you. Fabulous. And just roll your heads around, everyone. There should be a rattling and a clattering. That's the window being battered by 50-mile-an-hour winds. I appreciate there'll be people here from Scotland and the north of England saying 50 miles an hour. I go out in a t-shirt. We're not used to it down here in the southwest. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, everyone. Deep breath and sigh and release your shoulders. Jane says, perhaps on Ilkley Moor, Bartat. Well, no, see, I've got the hat. That's the thing. Bartat is without. Okay, let's do a little bit of singing. So we'll just sing a ya, 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 and then your, your. Excellent. Ooh, are. And again, ooh, are. Ooh, are. And then ya. And then yo. And then yeah. And then yo. One more. Ooh, are. Does make me think at some point we should do a Wurzel song or two. But before we start singing about combine harvesters, let's get our birthdays sung for today. So to Ruth, to Peter, to Carol, to Astrid, to Barbara, to Robin and to Jill, very, very happy birthday to all of you. Let's sing for these lovely people, everyone. After two, it's 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ruth, Peter, Carol, Astrid, Barbara, Robin and Jill. Happy birthday to you and many more. Many, many happy returns of the day to all of you, and hope you're having a good one out there. So everybody, our first song this morning. Well, quite appropriate really for my headgear. We're going to sing All Around My Hat, an English folk song. Sorry, my pedal's playing up. Bear with me a moment. This is how you can tell it's a live stream. There we go. It's a song made famous by the one and only Steel Eye Span. We've sung loads of Span here on the channel, from Gaudet to Thomas the Rhymer and all sorts in between. But this is probably their best known. So let's enjoy, with Cantilés, if you wish, All Around My Hat. Here we go. Nice deep breath and off we go. All around my hat I will wear the green willow, and all around my hat for a 12-month and a day. And if anyone should ask me the reason why I'm wearing it, it's all for my true love, who's far, far away. Fare thee well, cold winter, and fare thee well, cold frost. Nothing have I gained, but my own true love I've lost. I'll sing and I'll be merry when on occasion I do sing. She's a false, deluded young girl, let her go, farewell she. All around my hat I will wear the green willow, and all around my hat for a 12-month and a day. And if anyone should ask me the reason why I'm wearing it, it's all for my true love, who's far, far away. The other night she brought me a fine diamond ring, but she thought to have deprived me of a far better thing. But I, being careful like lovers ought to be, she's a false, deluded young girl. Let her go, farewell she. All around my hat I will wear the green willow, and all around my hat for a 12-month and a day. And if anyone should ask me the reason why I'm wearing it, it's all for my true love, who's far, far away. One more time. All around my hat I will wear, and all around my hat for a 12-month and a day. And if anyone should ask me the reason why I'm wearing it, it's all for my true love, who's far, far away. Far, far, far away. Far, far away. Far away. There we go. What a great song. You really can't beat a bit of Cancellator to add some joy and some beautiful harmonies to any folk song. There'll be more Cancellator as we move ahead, and I hope you enjoyed singing that one with me. I'm going to keep my hat on for reasons that will become clear as we move forwards, but we're going to now jump from England all the way over to Canada, and in particular to Newfoundland. And this is a song we've known here on this channel for what seems like forever, but I can't really believe there was a time that I didn't know it. But I learnt this song here on HOMECHOIR, as the saying goes. And I've taught this song literally to thousands of people, both here in Bristol and around the country. It is a fabulous song. It's all about fishing. And if you're not a fan of seafood, well, then I'm afraid this one might turn your stomach slightly. So maybe cover your ears for the third verse. But let's enjoy a little bit of Eyes the Buy that builds the boat. Here we go. Nice deep breath. Eyes the buy that builds the boat, and eyes the buy that sails her, and eyes the buy that catches the fish and brings them home to Liza. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogarts, Willingate, Martin's Harbour, all around the circle. Sods and rice and cover your flake, and cake and tea for supper, and codfish in the spring of the year, fried in baggety butter. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogarts, Willingate, Martin's Harbour, all around the circle. Verse 3. I don't want your maggoty fish, that's no good for winter, and I can buy as good as that down in Bona Vista. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogarts, Willingate, Martin's Harbour, all around the circle. Verse 4. I took Liza to a dance in faith, and she could travel, and every step that she would take was up to her knees in gravel. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogarts, Willingate, Martin's Harbour, all around the circle. Verse 1 again. Eyes the buy that fills the boat, and eyes the buy that sails her, and eyes the buy that catches the fish and brings them home to Liza. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogarts, Willingate, Martin's Harbour, all around the circle. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogarts, Willingate, Martin's. One more time. Hip your partner Sally T-Bow, hip your partner Sally Brown, Fogarts, Willingate, Martin's Harbour, all around the circle. Oh, one of those great tunes, one of those tracks that came together so well and was put together live on a live stream. And if you've not seen it, you can go and watch the creation of that backing track just from time to time all of the stars align and the tracks come together really well. Last week I did some work on a Mobile Madness song. If you've not seen the video for that, I think it came together rather well. It's not quite finished, but it'll be out soon. And that song, well, it's a classic. Now, a song I think that's going to be a classic is our new song today, and I've kept the farmer's garb on for this because, I'm not going to wear the fox costume just to show you that. There you go. Yeah. No, we're not going to dress like that for everyone. And before you ask, no, I'm not wearing that. But we're going to learn this fabulous song, and I've taken the folk original, and I've given it a slightly more up-tempo feel. And this is the thing about folk music. Folk musicians, when you find an old tune, sometimes you have an opportunity, as I did here, to change the meter, to change the feel of it. So I've made this much more da-dum, 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 to keep in with the style of the day. So let's have a look at this, and we'll learn it slowly, but it is quite fast. So the verse goes: the fox went out one winter night and prayed the moon to give him light, for he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached his den. Oh, listen to that. In C major for those of you keeping track of such things. So let's try that verse slowly. The fox, 2, 3, 4. The fox went out one winter night and prayed the moon to give him light, for he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached his den. Oh. Okay, sometimes you've got to work hard to fit the words in. Just do your best on this. Then the chorus goes: den, oh, before he reached his den, oh, he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached his den, oh. Let's try that together. Den, oh, and lift your heads to sing this one. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Den, oh, before he reached his den, oh, he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached his den, oh. Fabulous. So let's sing the first verse and the chorus together, and then we're going to put on this brand new backing track. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. The fox went out one winter night and prayed the moon to give him light, for he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached his den, oh. Den, oh, before he reached his den, oh, he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached his den, oh. And the accompaniment is going yeah, because this is quite an active song, lots going on. And I have to say, if you look up the original, it's kind of a gory song, particularly at the end. So I've slightly sanitized it for family audiences. I don't want any children who sing along to be traumatized by the last verse, but you can go and look it up. And it's another example there of songs are, generally speaking, friendly and happy here on HOMECHOIR, but the originals we'll curl your hair. Okay, here we go. So this is a brand new track using the very, very latest technology here, the Patchwave folk consort, sounding fabulous. Here it is, everyone. The Fox. The fox went out one winter night and prayed the moon to give him light, for he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached his den, oh, before he reached his den, oh, he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached his den, oh. He ran and came to a great big pen, the ducks, the geese were kept therein. A couple of you will grease my chin before I leave the town, oh, before I leave the town, oh, a couple of you will grease my chin before I leave the town, oh. He took the grey goose by the neck, he laid a duck across his back, and he did not the quack, 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 the legs all dangling down, oh, down, oh, down, oh, the legs all dangling down, oh, and he did not the quack, 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 the legs all dangling down, oh. Then old Mother Johnson jumped out of bed, and out of the window she popped her head, crying, "John, oh John, the goose is dead, and the fox is over the town, oh down, oh down, oh, the fox is over the down, oh," crying, "John, oh John, the goose is dead, the fox is over the down, oh." Then John got up to the top of the hill and blew his horn both loud and shrill. "Blow on," said Fox, "your music still, while I trot on to my den, oh den, oh den, oh, I trot on to my den, oh." "Blow on," said Fox, "your music still, while I trot on to my den, oh." At last he came to his cosy den, where sat his young ones, 9 or 10. Said they, "Hey Dad, go there again, for 'tis a lucky town, oh town, oh town, oh, for 'tis a lucky town, oh." Said they, "Hey Dad, go there again, for 'tis a lucky again town, oh town, oh, for 'tis a lucky town, oh." Said they, "Hey Dad, go there again, for 'tis a lucky town again town, oh town, oh, for 'tis a lucky town, oh." Said they, "Hey Dad, go there again, for 'tis a lucky town, oh." Fab. Isn't that a jolly tune? And oh, doesn't it get stuck in your head? Oh my goodness me. Oh, well, it's nothing worse, I think, than going through the day with a dreary song or something boring stuck in your head. I, over the last few days, have been walking around whistling, dee, 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 dee. And if you find that one stuck in your head, you're welcome. Fabulous stuff. Now, again, the hat is entirely relevant. We're going to go full agricultural mode now, everyone. We're going to sing "To Be a Farmer's Boy." And this is a song I always dedicate to Tom, my former student, now graduated from university and very, very successful. But I taught him singing from the age of 11 to the age of 18. And this is one of the songs he sang for his grade 8 singing, for which he received, ladies and gentlemen, a distinction. I'm not going to take all the credit, but 99.9%. It's a great piece, this, in a unique home choir folk rock arrangement. So make sure your air guitars or even your air cantilets are tuned. And let's get out to the fields to be a farmer's boy. Here we go. To plough and sow, reap and mow, and be a farmer's boy, and be a farmer's boy. Time for sunset. The sun had set behind the hills across the dreary moor, when poor and lame a boy there came up to a farmer's door. "Can you tell me if here it be that I can find employ, to plough and sow and reap and mow, and be a farmer's boy, and be a farmer's boy, to plough and sow and reap and mow, and be a farmer's boy, and be a farmer's boy." My father is dead and mother is left with children great and small. And what is worse for mother still, I'm the oldest of them all. Most small I'll work and I'll never shirk if you give me employ, to plough and sow and reap and mow, be a farmer's boy, and be a farmer's boy, to plough and sow and reap and mow, be a farmer's boy, and be a farmer's boy. Ready for verse 3? Here we go. "And if then you won't me employ, one favour I've to ask. Will you shelter me till break of day from this cold winter's blast? At break of day I'll trudge away elsewhere to seek employ, to plough and sow and reap and mow, be a farmer's boy, and be a farmer's boy, to plough and sow and reap and mow, be a farmer's boy, and be a farmer's boy." Ready for some a cappella singing? Here we go. 2, 3. "Come try the lad," the mistress said, "let him no further seek." "Oh, do, dear father," the daughter cried, while tears ran down her cheek. "He'd work if he could, so it's hard to earn food and wander for employ. Don't turn him away, but let him stay, and be a farmer's boy, and be a a farmer's boy, to plough and sow and reap and mow. Be a farmer's boy, and be a farmer's boy. Instrumental. Ready for the last verse. Come on, let's go for it. And when the lad became a man, the good old farmer died, and left the lad the farm he had, and his daughter for his bride. The lad that was the farm now has of smiles and thinks with joy of the lucky day he came that way to be a farmer's boy, and be a farmer's boy, to plough and sow and reap and mow. Be a farmer's boy, and be a farmer's boy, and reap and mow. Be a farmer's boy, and be a farmer's boy. Oh, to plough and sow and reap and mow, and be a farmer's boy. Oh dear. I do hope, ladies and gentlemen, you sing along with these tracks, recorded some of them yesterday, some of them years ago. You can hear how much I love my job. This is the fun that I have putting these tracks together for all of us to sing. Oh, to properly rock out over an ancient folk tune. You can see why Span and so many others did so. Well, look, we're going to finish off with another song that is very much written, from my point of view, arranged around the cantilever. This is Over the Hills and Far Away. A very, very old tune. Again, with some choice verses removed for home choir's purposes, and one of my all-time favourite home choir songs. So let's wrap up our sing for today. Don't forget, Wednesday, I'll tell you more about it in a minute, but it's time to get our pipes out and have a good old sing. Here we go. Tommy was a piper's son. He learned to play when he was young, and the only tune that he could play was Over the Hills on the cantilever. Over the hills and o'er the main, the Flanders, Portugal and Spain, the Queen commands and we'll obey. Over the hills and far away. Tom with his pipe made such a noise, and he raptured all the girls and boys. They all start to hear him play Over the Hills on the cantilever. Over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain, the Queen commands and we'll obey. Over the hills and far away. Tom with his pipe played with such skill that those nearby could not stand still, and shouted for our Tom to play Over the Hills on the cantilever. Over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain, the Queen commands and we'll obey. Over the hills and far away. Last verse. Apprentice Tom may now refuse to wipe his scoundrel master's shoes, but now he's free to sing and play Over the hills on the cantilever. Over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain, the Queen commands and we'll obey. Over the hills and far away on the cantilever. Oh, fabulous stuff. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us today. I do hope you enjoyed our Folk Monday programme, and if you did, well, please do stick around. Subscribe to Home Choir. We have this thing called the Home Choir effect, where pretty much every time we start a Home Choir broadcast, the sun comes out, and today is no exception. So if you want some sunshine and music in your life, subscribe to Home Choir. It's free. Check out our website, check out our email newsletter, and if you'd like to, you can become one of our donors and help us make music. We've got so much to come for the rest of this year. We've got new music, we've got old music favourites, and new favourites you haven't heard heard yet. Speaking of which, join us on Wednesday for some beautiful music by Henry Purcell. And then on Fun Friday, where, well, I'll wear the loudest shirt I possibly can for our 80s special. And then next week, you've got a fabulous programme of Vivaldi Gloria. You've got a deep dive to look forward to all about Gluck. And you've got a special programme on Sunday, which is all Henry Purcell, wall to wall Purcell. Where else but here on HOMECHOIR? So enjoy the rest of your day. See you on Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Or have a good one. Bye.